Yo, welcome back, everybody. Hope you're doing great. I just wanted to go over some things by popular request from some people inside the Discord. They were wanting a bull run update. So essentially, if you go and look at any coin ever beyond Bitcoin, you will see that it is in this formation. When you launch a cryptocurrency, you have to bond its liquidity via smart contract, and it's all bonded to Ethereum. Ethereum brought NFTs, altcoins, and everything. So even Solana, I know it runs on its own chain, but it's still bonded to Ethereum liquidity. Same with Pulse Chain, same with everything. So when Ethereum starts to wake up a bit, you'll see Solana, which now has a futures contract, start moving up even more. I primarily roll in the futures contracts, the CME. This is where I like the information. I don't really consider any other charts. If I'm using a chart to trade, the best thing to go in sync with this chart is the index here, and this gives me the best information. So let's just stay here for a minute. Now we do have this double bottom here, which has a lot of liquidity. Now I look at the charts completely backwards to everybody else. I do not consider this selling pressure or a sell-off. I consider this a discount market, because historically speaking, the best place to buy was a discount or at the bottom. So whoever told you don't catch falling daggers, they likely are not very profitable, because there's a way to do it. So there's some things lining up. Now I know I called the bottom here because there was some things lining up and we went for one more doom drop. Those things are now present. So the same setup here is now here. When you're launching a strategy, do you change your strategy just because it didn't work out that time? No. And if you do, you're not very profitable, and you're not going to be. So when you're looking for something specific in the market, even though it might walk on you once, twice, several times, once, twice, maybe again, maybe, but I'm still not going to be afraid to deploy my plan when the things that I want to see in alignment are here and in my face. So what are those things? Well, these gaps are, let's just, without going into too much detail, let's just call them support and resistance. Okay, so like your classical support and resistance ideas, let's just use that, because that would be how I could translate to you how to use these properly. So there's a bunch of, so what's funny is I've been screaming, not really, but till I was purple in the box, to buy dips in a bull run, that we were going to get a flash dip. I was mentioning in October, we were going to get a flash dip to buy it. Right before Trump got initiated, I said there's going to be a dip. Don't be foolish. That's documented on Twitter. Everybody was turbo bullish on the market. And the market railroaded all that bullishness by random chance, by the way. Just so now everybody's saying it's over and everybody's turbo bearish. So instead of buying the dip in the discount like a smart person, people have been shorting and trying to ladder in building shorts for what they're saying is a $400 ETH, which is, that narrative is coming from hedge fund managers, and they're likely offside like usual. So what actually is up in here is liquidity. Okay. Whales, if you've been watching, are buying up the lows and have been this whole time. So they hedge, and hedging isn't you're entering in a long and a short from the same price point. That's not hedging. That's the most rookie thing you could possibly try and do. Okay. That's called a schlong. It's funny. but it's not a strategy. A hedge is where you're laddering into position for a ride up, and that's what the whales are doing. So we're going to follow the big boys. So the people who are shorting, they're seeing this as selling pressure. So they'll be like, this is where the sellers came in. So they have no problem putting their liquidation prices and stop losses. This one gentleman in the Discord was mentioning that he was down 20K, and I told him to shut the trade down, that it was coming for him. It is now, Ethereum, in my opinion, is super bullish. And even if it doesn't go to 20K, who cares, okay? It's going to the all-time high, as you can see where my annotation is. And I'll explain in a minute, but the point being is, this is the repetitiveness in the markets that kills 90% of traders, is that the red candles will tell them what to do. They'll short, and then they'll leave themselves exposed. Now, people who are fortunate enough to be trained by me in the Discord, they know not to use any of my systems to short, because price can come against you infinitely. Whereas if ETH was to drop to $400 or $1 or under $1, well, guess what? It can only come down against you 99%. So at least there's something you can protect yourself there with. When ETH decides to go turbo retard, if you're offside and you're short, it's likely, because of the chop there, it's likely going to be very one-sided and very violent, and TA will only work in like the sub 1 minute chart, because it'll be kind of freak showy. That's what happens, is the red candles tells them what to do. They consider this an SR flip, which at the moment it is, sure, it worked, but now it's done its job. So now that retail and just street money alike, they're all considering that ETH is done. That's the general consensus. So they're exposed up here. Now, in order for the whales or the big boys who are really pushing these candles around, in order for them to get exits, price has to come here. If it doesn't come up here, they don't get exits. If it doesn't go up, they can't exit. They can't make money. So therefore, you can tell yourself that price is going to go up eventually. Maybe it does hit $400. Maybe we do have one more doom drop. But again, because I see things in alignment here from the last update, I'm still going to deploy the same plan. I'm not changing a dang thing. Love you too, Brandon. Love you too, Lid. Thank you. What's up, everybody? Shout out. Oh, Sam's live. Oops. Oh, yeah, it's Thursday. Dang it. Oh, sorry, buddy. I should just kill it now. Dang. I was just bored, and I remembered somebody told me to do something, so I did it. But this is going to be quick anyway. Swing low in a discount. I'm just going to terminate this sell-side liquidity pool for now, because in my opinion, price has done its job. I've seen the information I need. So I'm going to give it a couple of weeks to work itself out. Now, tomorrow, Friday, I want to see this futures close here above this purple box, at least the midway point. You're very welcome, Brian Rose. Thank you. No, I don't like doing that. Like, if my bro's live, like, I don't do that. So I'm just going to make this quick. Maybe I'll do another one this weekend. One more in depth. So use the essentials, swing low in a discount, go into your smaller time frames. For May, this is going to be targets for May, and I want to get a close above the purple box. So go to ETH, USD, and this is a break in market structure. So we've got a downtrend happening. This is where we break the downtrend. So what we're looking for is this here. We do that, I'll be looking for a swing low here. Bottom will be turbo in, and we will launch to the buy stops up here where hedge funds will be fired. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you again very soon. Peace. Thank you, Brian Rose. Love you, bro.